kickoff of match 6 is just 5 minutes away. Planning the clock. Now the teams line up for our final match of the day. Beginning with the Italy side. Fullback number 15, Lucy Jamboyoli. On the wing, number 23, Lavinia Tuna. Centre number 13, Carola Fogari. Centre number 12, Alicia Chigati. On the wing, number 25, Miriana Carlini. Fly half number 10, Sara Manini. Scrum half number 9, Eva Esquila. Forward for Italy from number 17, Gianna Abiti. Hooker number 16, Kiara Kelly. From number 3, Antonella Maioni. Lock number 5, Asia Liccardo. Lock number 4, Sara Andrea. Flanker number 18, Greta Coma. Flanker number 19, Maria Cosa. And wearing 8 for Italy, Ilaria Alonsi. Replacements for Italy, number 2, Desiree Spinelli. Number 1, Laura Lina Foscato. Number 7, Emma Tognon. Number 6, Alessia Cagnotto. 20, Viola.
Welcome back to the final game here at
22, Penelope Del Hero.
Wellington.
Number 11, Maria Nicole Ruccio.
Ireland against Italy.
14,
The second stint for both these sides, who both fell short to the French, which is not the worst thing that can happen to you. It's an extremely strong French side, so can't feel too deflated after that. Both sides have also made a plethora of changes. Sarah Manini, the fly half for Italy, now wears the metaphorical captain's armband. Had lots of changes, but that spine of the Italian team relatively identical to that started the French game.
And the forwards for Ireland, prop number 16, Grania Burke. Hooker number 18, Ellen O'Toole. Prop number 17, Lily Burke. Lock number 22, Ruby Serres. Lock number 20, Sarah McCormick. Flanker number 19, Beth Bottomer. Flanker number 21, David Gleeson. And number 8 for Ireland, wearing 6, Poppy Garvey. Replacements for Ireland, number 1, Lily Morris. 2, Kelly Burke. 3, Roisin Mayer. 5, Saskia Wycherley. 4, Alma Omehi Atagama. 7, Ailish Quinn. 8, Paula Wafer. 9, May Goldie. 10, Abby Healy. 11, Emily Foley. 15, Hannah Clark. 25, Molly Boots. And 14, Katie Corrigan. The match officials for Game 6, such judges.
Benches for both teams.
Leonie Breyer. And the match referee, Beatrice Casares Fernandez.
A few names that performed well for Ireland in that first game. Abby Healy, May Goulding, that half-back partnership could be utilised. The captain, Saskia Wycherley, could also be implemented off the bench. Now, towards the end of the day, it's probably important that we establish the running order for the rest of this week. Get it in your calendar early. Tuesday, that's the next day that we'll have full day's action of women's under-18s rugby. That will be in a relatively similar format to today. So 35-minute games, teams playing each other. Everyone getting a go at playing everyone. And then next Saturday, we have more exhibition-style games. All housed here at Wellington College. And what a picturesque landscape to do it in, really. A few better schools to play some rugby at. In these sort of conditions, this sort of environment. Pitch kept in pristine condition. Mother Nature has been ever so kind to us as the sun continues to beam down. Hopefully that stays that way for the next 8 days, because we've seen some superb running rugby. I'll rattle you through the scores from today's game. The first match was a gutsy 10-0 win for England over Wales, and then they backed it up with a 21-0 win against Scotland, did the Red Roses. Wales then took down Scotland 17-7. Then we had our break, and it was in France with a 34-15 win against this Irish team. We then went and did one better by beating the Azzurri 55-0 a few moments ago. So a little chip on the Irish shoulders. And they will look to try and fight off throughout the course of the next 35 minutes. The Azzurri, an even bigger chip, a 55-0 chip. That will not faze them. They're a professional outfit. Some very stylish hairdos in and around this Italian side. Actually, then of Alessia Legnotto and Antonella Maione. Got a bit of blue, bit of green, bit of red. Stylish. Referee today is going to get us underway. Double checks being made. It's Sarah Manini, who had to restart the game 9 times over every time that France scored in that game a few moments ago, so she's got used to getting us underway. He captains this Italian side, who will look to improve on that performance from a few minutes ago. Already they're over the ball, but it's illegally. There's Sara De Andrea, who shouldn't have been there. That's Beth Buttimer, wearing 19. She was impressive in that first game against France. Grain Burke as well. Ball dished out by Moran. Buttimer trying to get there. It's another blow at the whistle. Offside, more ill discipline for Italy to try and deal with. I think Katarina Finn thumped this one into the 22. She does. So once again, the Irish will try and use their forwards as a platform to try and set up some form of attacking threat. Something that was ever so successful for them in that first game. Beth Buttimer, who can deputise as a hooker, throws in at the line-out. And she gets the ball at the back of it, but Moran sees a bit more space out wide. It's flung out. Finn goes for that cross-field kick. It could bounce kindly here. It does. Oh no, it's spilt by Emma Brogan, and Italy far from out of the woods at the moment. Clearance kick implemented only as far as Robin O'Connor, who sends it back to whence it came. Moran. Good handling, and the Irish are in. Neve Murphy, the outside centre with the final touches. a good score from Ireland, a well-tempered score, buying their time. Good handling here, came through the hands of Sarah McCormick and
scorer for Ireland, number
flicked up for
27,
Niamh Murphy.
Niamh Murphy.
And Italy's day going from bad to worse. They concede the first try here in this second game for them, second game for Ireland too. Katrina Finn will look to convert. Well, the French are still here and still supporting. Intrigued to see how both their former opponents get on against each other. At the moment, it's Ireland who lead, and Finn attempts to add the extras just wide. So it's a 5-point game inside the first 4 minutes of this encounter. Quick ball presenting itself for Ireland, and that they could just pick off the numbers on the outside. Great offloading, as I mentioned, McCormick involved, as well as finishing touch from Murphy. Italy back into the action, fights Ireland onto the ball, through they drive, Moran, strong carry from O'Toole, but it's good work at the breakdown from Italy. Michelle down the blind side, takes the penalty quickly. Italy now with almost 40 minutes of consecutive rugby without scoring a try. Can they change that though through D'Andrea? Powerful running from her as Shell. Once again they venture down this blind alley. Fogaran. More good handling. They're so close now. 5 meters away from that try line. Shelley. Meone. Powerful frame, still pumping away towards the line. Ireland try to do their best to slow it down and retrieve possession, and I think they've done just that. Not only have they done that, but they've managed to fish a penalty as well. Superb defensive work from Ireland to repel Italy just when we thought that they may be able to get a score on the board. A real sucker punch for them. And it's a great kick from Katrina Finn. This was the Irish work over the ball. Snuck back possession and forced Italy off their feet.
Italia sulla linea. Grazie.
It's scrappy at the line out. Could be anyone's ball, this. Given his Irish ball. Moran. Ball in hand, wearing 23, feeds his scrum. It's backpedaling in terms of Irish possession and too much. So So penalty goes the way of Ireland. Katrina Finn just receiving orders from the bench. Options are plenty of how they can try and utilise this.
Yeah, I just need to swap my back three.
It goes all the way over and ends up in the hands of Italy. How can they try and produce a counter? It's been a rare sight to see them get outside that sort of second man channel. Italian wingers will be keen to get their hands on the ball. Sfogaran as it goes back to Manini. Ireland look to run it back and inject that little bit of pace onto the ball. It's Emma Brogan there, striding into the 22. The penalty, and now kick it into touch.
On the line, you mean? Okay, I'll have a look at that. Italia. La tua marca, punto.
The Buttimer again with the arrows.
Back!
Accurate ones at that. That wedge is formed. Proved fruitful for them in the first game against France. Could be a bit of deja vu here. Just short is Beth Buttimer. Gonna require the help of her friends to get her over the line. Have they got there? Held up is the call. Foul line dropout. It's this time the turn of Italy to provide some defensive integrity. Manini, it's a tricky kick for Ireland to try and capture. They do just that. It's back to more hard defensive work for the Italians. Burke. Moran. Strong hit on Ellen O'Toole. Meeting up with Dan Dreyer in the midfield. Penalty going the Italians' way. And they're wasting little time here. Manini decides that the best option is to tap and go. The Italians trying to catch Ireland off guard. Instead, it's the opposite way round as Finn has collected possession. Space out here, they can use it. Stepping in, out, round. Once again, Emma Brogan injecting some pace onto the ball. I think they've got it out wide. Finally, it's Beth Buttimer who comes up with possession. Comes up with the score. But it all came here from Emma Brogan. That little step in and out, making fools out of those in white. And it's the quick thinking of Beth Buttimer to dot down. Produces the score for Ireland, doubles their lead, 12 minutes gone. Gives Katrina Finn a chance to try and add some extras. Wide out. Target.
With a try for Ireland, number 19, Beth Buttimer. Takes the score to Ireland 10.
Quick thinking of Beth Buttimer, who's been a star in emerald green. Italians looking slightly disheartened. Conceded 65 points in the space of the last hour or so of rugby, which would take the wind out of pretty much every side. They're going to try and buck their ideas up and potentially produce some form of comeback here. The Irish will be intent on keeping that foot on the throat. Good inside step, and the Irish once more building momentum. Down the blind side they go, and up into Italian territory. Good off though, too good. Thought that Lucia Lynn was potentially off and away, but it was a pass that wasn't timed well enough, so it'll be Italian scrum. To Fogaran. Italians trying to string a few faces together, building blocks. That'll help. They get the penalty. Might look to take it quickly, and they do. It's Carola Fogaran. Pumps it off to Chiara Kelly. Out to win line from the Italians. Another penalty for the Azzurri. And once again, Michelle just wasting little time. Kelly again. Some numbers out here if they can use them. Instead it's Abiti. Handling, and Jean Worley onto D'Andrea, who's repelled by the Irish. Jean Worley again getting herself involved. This is really good play from Italy. They just need that finishing touch. They creep into the 22. Good shots being applied by Ireland. Latest there from Brogan coming off a wing. Manini tried that little dab in behind.
Offside. Time off.
Time off. I think Sara Manini might have been caught with a little bit of cramp. Not surprised. She's played all of Italy's first game as well as the first 18 minutes of this one. Some important words being relayed to the Irish setup. Spot the fans.
Come on. Come on. What
I think they're the ones in green.
10 meters. Offside.
Fogaran will
When you're ready.
potentially look for the corner. She will. Taking kicking duties off of Sara Manini for now.
23. 23 Italia.
Lavanina Tonner's being told that she's getting replaced.
Turn. Yeah.
Just trying to sort that out at the moment. Chiara Kelly to feed this line out.
Stand back on.
About 10 metres away from the Irish line.
Stay on.
They form the maul, but it's collapsed relatively quickly. Wonder where that ball's ended up. It's available for Italy, crucially. Michelle. Ciccati. Strong running. More options for Italy.
Back foot.
Now only about 5 metres away. Manini uses a BT. Manini, that long floated ball out to Jean Mioli. Manini once more. The Azzurri, the line staring them in the face. So close. Could it be Ciccati who gets them over? No. Still waiting. Manini again playing conduit. D'Andrea, the latest. Ireland have got the penalty. That's massive. Well, the Italians were knocking on the Irish door till they had splinters in their knuckles, but the Irish kept it under lock and key. Attempt to clear their lines. And they do have the line out outside their 22. Strong defensive work from Ireland there, really strong. Ireland cropped up with the ball. Moran. It's the running of Burke. Any advantage was coming from the line out. So Ireland will have another chance to clear their lines, this time slightly further up the field. Left-footed kicker of Katrina Finn finding it slightly more difficult on this side of the field, so doesn't get as much purchase. Still line out ball. Ellen O'Toole cover both loose head and hooker. Will feed this line out. The Azzurri go early and manage to come down with possession. Now can they strike on the counter? It was Iliara Alonzi who was caught with the ball, and Ireland have it back. Penalty that goes Italy's way. Real back and forth nature over the last sort of 10 minutes or so. Little to separate these two teams. Might be a case of who makes the least amount of mistakes that proves victorious here. Once again, ball spilt. Ireland come good with it. And they've got some room to manoeuvre out here. Lindsay Clark pins her ears back.
Very good contest, first arriving player.
She
You're right.
couldn't keep a hold of it at the breakdown. Strong work again from the Italians from that sort of position.
Is that a sub? You go to number 4. But they have to go to your number. Guys. You talk to her. Okay. 9 Italia. You're fine. It's all right. Oh my God.
Jury with the line out. This works for them well here. Eshel. Fogaran. Running out of room on this blind side. They're going to have to bring it back the other way if they want to keep hold of the ball. There's Carlini, who distributed from the base, wearing 25. Fogaran. Manini. Strong carry from Kelly. Fogaran again. She's got herself involved well in the course of the last 60 minutes or so. Another Italian player feeling the force of injury. For sure that's Eliara Alonzi.
We're waiting for her player. Okay, it's your player. We're waiting for her. Aspettiamo per lei. Yeah? I can hear you. I can hear you. 18 white. 18 blanco.
Changes being made for Italy.
Yeah.
It's been a long old day. And, those who have been here since 10 in the morning have done well to stick with us. Especially those in and around the ground at the moment. They're rewarded with a tight encounter between two strong sides here heading into the final 10 minutes of rugby today. If for some reason this hasn't hit your fix of rugby, we've still got a lot more to come. Tomorrow, men are in action over in Dublin. This on the same channels that you're watching today. And we return back to action, the women on Tuesday, followed by the men again on the Wednesday. And then it's all guns blazing on Saturday the 15th. Both men and women in action across the course of the day. So if you like age grade rugby, then, well, you're in the right place, because we have so much of it on offer for the next 8 days. still 10 minutes left of it today here in Birchip. Ireland with possession, they will look to try and see out this game. That penalty will help, for sure.
You're right. Stai bene? Yeah, your mark. Your handling again, please.
Trina Finn finds touch well. She's been a mainstay throughout this Irish side across both games and has performed well, especially off the boot. O'Toole waiting to feed the ball in.
They're looking for her.
Line out has been where Italy have prospered, and oh no, Ireland get away with it this time. No, they don't. Knocked on.
Scrum. Samale.
Now, Giorgia Cupari, wearing 21 for Italy, on the field. Eva Echelle has played her fair hand. The Cupari who will round off proceedings here at half-back for Italy. Menini still in that fly half role. Comes off the base. With Alonzi, who's still powering forward. Italy trying to go up the gears. Cupari recently joined us. Pass is good for Gari. Space on the outside. Utilised well. It's Corsaro wearing 26 who divulges back in field. Advantage for Italy as well. Was a forward pass, so no advantage. Bonucci getting herself onto the ball. Taken quickly by Cupari. Women are there to help her out. Again, Berruzzi. Another penalty to Italy. With 5 minutes to go, if they can get a score on the board in the next couple of minutes or so, we could end up with a grandstand finish. Another advantage for a high tackle. Cupari tries to go through the middle. Ireland at the moment holding Italy out. Indecision on which way to go. Menini utilises Cicciatti. Another penalty. High tackle. Imagine it won't be too long before Ireland might be staring down the barrel of a yellow card. For now, those cards stay firmly in the pocket of the referee. Cupari has little time to waste. Shrugs her shoulders and decides that she's just going to give it to DeAndrea, one of the strongest players on the pitch. Another penalty to the Azzurri. Cupari again wasting little time. This time they go slightly further afield. Fogaran. Italy, they could be in! Oh, it's once again superb defence from Ireland. But no, we might be going back for the penalty. Yeah, we will. Offside's called. Thought for a moment there that Ireland had got away with it. It's called again. Cupari. 5th consecutive penalty in a row. Can they make something of this one? They're painfully close now, Italy. They deserve a try. Will they get one? Ball still just about within their grasp, but held up well by Ireland. Possession available. No, it's been stolen. Ireland have clinched it somehow. They go to the boot. Falls for the Italians. Gianmioli underneath the ball. Another penalty to Italy. And I think the card might be shown here, as I predicted. Yeah, it's number 27, that's Neve Murphy. Scored the first try for Ireland, gone from 0 to 0, and will play no further part in today's proceedings. Italy now with the numbers advantage. Can they utilise it well? Still, they go through the middle. Pari, handling, Fogoran, Manini. Ah, she spilt it. This is just painful to watch for the Azzurri. So close yet so far. And I think that scuppered chance may see them out of being able to compete for a win here. Time is off as a player receives treatment. But as much as we will be in the dismay of Italy, we have to applaud the defensive work of Ireland to keep Italy out for this amount of time within that 22. It's incredibly impressive. Plaudits all round to those wearing green at the moment. They're certainly standing shoulder to shoulder, that's for sure. Working as a team, as a unit. Will now have a chance to dispense the ball deep into the Italian half. If they can get a good enough connection on this kick. Imagine that's where they'll go. Moran once again feeds it. Referee not happy with how the scrum is performing.
Setup is good, but I want stability, okay? So hold the push. Contenta. Same thing. Crouch! Bang! Set!
Take two. Moran feeds the ball in. Instead, they're going to run it, Ireland. Almost burst through. Advantage is with them as well. They still go boot to ball. And will come back, force an advantage. Can't be long left of the game. Our clock stopped, but trickle on towards 35 minutes, which is where this game ceases. 1 minute left. According to the referee, Katrina Finn does what she does best and boots the ball out of touch. Receiving instructions on how to play out these final few seconds. The Azzurri will try and throw everything at this. They will not want to walk away from today without scoring a point, but it may end up going that way. Admirable carrying from Ireland. Finn, out the back it goes. There's the winger, Lindsay Clark. One goes backwards.
My fault, run into me.
Referee getting herself a little bit too involved.
Protection of the ball. Sorry, girls.
Italy strips
So,
the ball, but just ran into the official. So we will have a scrum, an Italian scrum,
that time, Club.
which I think may see out final play. Just watching over us, making sure all is in order. Flying Falcon. In a far from a polished Irish performance, but they'll be pleased with the result, which will go their way. There's not enough time for Italy to make any further indent on the scoreboard, but they could get a consolation score, one that they certainly would deserve. Kupari. Taken in by Spinelli. Manini.
Release.
Italy break away. They're inside the 22 now once more. Ireland have got it though. It's in the hands of Lindsay Clark. And that could be all she wrote. Ireland will just need to dispose of the ball.
The advantage. We go back to knock on.
Knock on. There's the game. Ireland, despite being a player down due to the yellow card, dished out to try score and Neve Murphy late on. Deny Italy from scoring any form of point throughout proceedings. Damage was done in the first half of the game. Ireland with 2 scores, courtesy of Murphy, as I mentioned, as well as one from Beck Buttermer. Italy, definitely improved performance from that of their clash against France. There's still work to be done if they want to look for a change in result heading into Tuesday's games. But as the sun starts to set here in Birchip, we can reflect on what has been an absolutely superb day of rugby. This, the final match.
You kept it tight, a really close, well-fought game. Well, congratulations.
Neve Murphy with the first score.
Ireland.
Ireland doing well to keep the ball alive, something they may have taken out of the
France leading the pack so far.
French book.
Both have played to 1-2. Ireland and Wales both with 1 win and 1 loss to their accounts. And Scotland and Italy both looking for their first wins of the tournament. Match day 2 is Tuesday. We kick off 10 o'clock with Scotland versus Ireland.
This was the second score. All came from that little injection of pace from Emma Brogan, who was a few blades of grass away from scoring herself, but Beth Buttermer with the quick thinking to dot the ball down. Then it was the defensive acumen of the Emerald Green that allowed for them to see out the victory. What a day of rugby here at Wellington College, and if you like that, you're going to love the next 8 days that we have in store for you. That the finishing results, England and France both with perfect records. Scotland and Italy not so much. Ireland and Wales come out of today with 1 win, 1 loss. So a mixed bag of results are all to reflect on ahead of Tuesday. Catch up with us then for more under-18 Six Nations women's rugby. Until then, it's goodbye and from Wellington College.
England versus France. actually